This week on the Skid Factory, we swapped some other bearded YouTuber in. Oh no, hang on, this is Overtaking Lane. Sally, quick, come over here. Oh. We got Overtaking Lane, nothing to do with Skid Factory, but we're going to do some racing. Sally, you've never done any racing before?
No.
No, so first experience, out on the track, we're about to have it. You're about to do your first ever burnout.
Yep.
You prepared? You know what to do?
You've told me what to do. Let's see if I can get it right.
There's some bets going between you, me, Tyler, who will be the fastest.
Yeah.
And so far, I think those that have made some comments, I think there's more people going for you. I think even actually Mick from Road Trip's got $50 on you to beat us all. So,
Okay.
So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, let's get straight into some action. We'll show you all three of us running day one, and then hit like, subscribe, join down the bottom, the little bell, all those things, and you won't miss any of the other ones of the upcoming day 2, day 3 as well of all of us and how we go at Road Trip.
We see that you have a regular jack, Dave, but we noticed that you're not using it.
Yeah, check that.
We ready, Tyler?
Certainly am. See how we go. Tyler, what's going on? All this laptop-y stuff.
Yeah, well,
I don't need to point the camera around at it, do I? You can just move it yourself because it's a 360 camera, and look,
yes.
You can spin it around.
Yes.
And like, you know.
Funnily enough, I'm actually looking at you in the camera angle.
Oh, right, eh? What if I do this?
And then you might be looking at me.
Yeah, that works better. Does that mean that's the way I should be using it?
I don't know.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Well, there's this trippy footage. Do the zoom out thing.
Yeah,
mate, what's going on?
Well, the first pass, I think my launch control actually screwed me up. Whereas when I dropped the clutch, I think it actually didn't have enough road speed, or didn't spin the tyres and kick launch control off, so it stayed on.
Yeah.
As soon as I rolled, it went back into trying to launch the car again. And then once I hit 15 kilometres an hour, I passed a 60 foot at about 4.5 seconds through the pass, and then I took off.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll see how you go this pass.
Yeah, I turned it off and just go look at the tacho and do it the old school way.
What was that?
Just look at the tacho and do it the old school way.
Alright, see how you go. You got a tacho now, that might help.
Yes, definitely.
Try harder than that. That was Spinny City. So yeah, we have to do a bit better than that. Get a bit more heat in the tyres. I didn't do a very big burnout, so might have affected it. I haven't checked the tyre pressures either, so we'll have a look at that. I don't think there's a lot in it, but we'll have to have a look, see what we got. 989. Alright guys, Sal's about to have her first pass. She's never even done a burnout before, so yeah, this is the best way to learn. Straight out there and straight into it. Road trip, drag challenge, and yeah.
What do you reckon, Sal?
Should be staging lane nice and forward.
You've had your first run.
The first run. And I beat you.
How's the nerves?
A little less now than they were when I was sitting on the start line. Yeah.
I was worried that we wouldn't, you wouldn't know where to go to get your time slip. That was the only bit I didn't tell you.
Oh no, I followed the other guy.
It worked?
Yeah.
That's the guy. What do you reckon? Keen to do it again?
Oh hell yeah. I would have went back around, but you told me to pull up.
A little break in between. Alright. Did you remember to talk to the camera on the way?
No, I forgot it was there.
Yeah, bogged it down off the line. But yeah, not too bad. It was a better run, much better run. It wasn't all wheel spin. 8160. 86 mile an hour, 531 on the 330, 188 on the 60, 323 reaction. So guys, that was the a little bit better without launch control. We're back close to where we ran last time. We ran an 8.9 this time, so that's pretty good. Pretty happy with that. Definitely can go a little bit harder on the launch, I think. So guys, we got a 8.9 with a 2.3 in the 60 foot. So it's definitely a far cry from where I have been in the 60 foot. So it's definitely faster. We ran 88.9 mile an hour, so we've definitely got a lot more ET in it. As long as we can get a good 60, and we should smash a really nice pass. So we'll see what happens. skid. May not. It did not, like it didn't want to start a minute ago there on the line, so in the staging lane. So got 14 volts there now on the saying, but yeah, I don't know if the battery's going a bit. I didn't bring we've got a new charger there. We might fucking call one of the SBI 3s, or I think I even got the 16 now. I might pull that out and throw it on charge and see how we go. We'll give her another crack. I just shut it down for a bit. Threw the cracked out an SBI 3, threw an SBI 3 charger on it. Said the battery was 95%, so doesn't look to be a battery issue. Just let it cool down for a bit. Turn it back on now. Stability control was on. It's switching off. So not sure what that was before, so because there was no wheel speed sensor last time I did one of those. I also got a fault code, so I didn't throw a fault code this time. 790, that's better. Not our best, but got a 7. Much happier with that. Good takeoff, good traction that time. That helped heaps. A bit more pressure in the tyres. We checked it and we only had 14. So yeah, check the tyres. Only had 14 psi in it, so it was way low. So we threw it back up to 20 now. So I think that's a bit better with because they're fairly low profile tyres on this still. So we're only running like 18s. So I got Nankangs 18s. So we'll see how we go. But yeah, 790, we've got a bit to improve on. But that's probably, I'll hand that one in, I think, and let Sal go have a couple of runs.
guys. We've reached the end of the day. It's
Yeah.
just our night. I don't know where Mum's gone. She's off to get a drink, I think.
Yeah,
Bit of a bevo.
hang on before we'll have a quick chat.
Yep.
And we'll talk to Mum
Yep.
first and see how she went, and then
Yep.
we'll come back.
Yep.
Our first day of racing.
First day.
And before today, how much racing have you done? Obviously, first day.
Just traffic light racing
And
in the forward right.
and burnouts.
Maybe one a long time ago, but nothing in recent 20-something years.
Not like a static burnout or anything
No,
like
not
that.
static burnout, no.
Never done that. So look at these guys just button on in here, trying to get right in here. Yeah, follow them Instagram. Check that out. Rightlanemedia.com.au. How many passes did you do?
I don't know. I'd have to get all my slips out to have a look. But in the end, it was like one after the other.
Yeah.
I was just
You're hot lapping?
hot lapping just to get the time. Yeah.
To get the time. What time were you going for? Yeah.
It was a 7.935.
Flashing on the bottom.
I was trying to beat a 7.935.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good time in that. 7935, isn't it? I wonder who got that. Anyway, you got a 7.
7961.
Wow, slow.
Point
Um,
026. Slow. Yeah. For my first day. It's my first day.
yeah, you did amazing. What do you think of drag racing?
Love it.
Yep.
It's, awesome fun. It
Yep.
has taken my mind off a horrible day for
Yep.
us. So super fun though. Get out here and have a go. I can't speak enough of it. And the road trip, like Mick and the team are awesome bunch. They're easy to get along with. Everything's pretty much done for us. They're barbecuing over there tonight for us.
We got food.
So
Bunning snacks.
We didn't have to bring anything other than drinks and ourselves and bedding. But it's awesome. I'm looking forward to tomorrow because I'm going to beat somebody.
Well, you never know how quick that somebody will go tomorrow. But anyway,
I'm determined to beat him.
yeah, Tyler. Thinks you
I
should
already
about.
beat him.
Oh, a couple of matchups there. Anyway, we'll see how day 2 goes. Let's go back to Tyler and Dave now on the outro cam. All right, mate. But what about your day?
Well, it went all right. We're getting there. It's just when you change things, everything else gets out of whack. So my launches are out of whack now because I've got a little bit more power. So when I manage to build boost, I'm just getting wheel spin.
Yep.
And then when I try and soften it up a bit, and then I'm bogged down too much and don't give it enough.
You just got to find the sweet spot.
Yeah. So
Mate,
we got there. I
I can smell clutch.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
Am I losing the title for Clutch Killer Dave?
Well, I didn't do a full track clutch destruction, Steve. Mine was just a little bit of burning on the start line.
This time, I think we'll just have a look at my first run. I think I actually did nearly a full track power skid this time.
Oops. I've accidentally put up the end screen. G'day, Overtakers. There we are. Now we're here. Put up
We
the
are
members.
here. Oh, I thought it was all over. I thought, geez, that went quick.
Put up the members accidentally then.
Oh, g'day, Overtakers, and welcome to a week of live on Overtaking Lane. We've missed a couple of weeks, Tyler. Well, we sort of missed a couple of weeks with the live. We've been live though, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the important thing. We'll get to that.
Mm-hmm.
Am I jumping ahead?
No, that's all right. We can chat about that a little bit, but we got to say hello to everyone. G'day, Ricky. Ricky's new. Woody, I saw Woody in the chat before as well. How you going, Woody?
Nice.
Carnage, James Bayless, Bad Q Garage, Adam Geary, Mark Biffin, Chris Young, Jason Tompkins, Nans in the chat, Mad Cow Mark, Reaper Lux. G'day. Southie, g'day Southie. How you going? Scotty S. Shane Sermon. Scrolling up. I think I've gotten everyone now. Mary, g'day Mary, how you going? Brad, g'day Brad. Alright, there we go. Caught up, I believe. If I missed you, make sure you say g'day in the chat and I'll catch you then.
Yeah, so we look, Tyler, we've just had a mad weekend. We've had a couple of mad weekends, wouldn't you say? What do you reckon?
Yeah, so we have had some slightly full on weekends. With
we did.
We started with Rocky Nuts. We started with Rocky Nuts a little while back now. And I got a picture. Hang on. There we go. There's the Rocky Nuts picture. Rocky Nuts 02.
That wasn't a close up of us on scooter, was it?
No, it wasn't. I should have done that actually. That would have been a good idea. Mace Finch, how you going?
Sent me that. I did.
Brennan
I got sent that from a few people.
Yeah.
With lots of laughing.
Beck, g'day Beck. But yeah, we did Rocky Nuts. 2 weekends ago now. Over Easter.
Yeah, we got up there. We had a huge time. Time at Rocky Nuts. What a great weekend. It was good. It was really good. It's last time Mace Finch. I don't know if you said good day to Mace.
Yep.
Sorry, I missed that. I personally haven't sort of had a bit of time away like since last Rocky Nuts. So, and I think we may have had it a little bit easier at this Rocky Nuts because we didn't take a car. It was a little bit different. So we just went as media, didn't we? So,
yeah, we weren't really spending the entire time this time stressing about where the HJ's parked and is it safe? And...
yeah. And putting gear in it and getting around and so and it's not what was planned. I had the car entered. I paid for the car entry. But it didn't turn out right. We didn't get it done in time. I only had a year to get the gearbox sorted.
It's only a short 12 months that you had.
I know, and then apparently 3 weeks out from Rocky Nuts, ordering the converter was a little bit late. I don't know. I did this a couple of years ago when we had a road trip on and we had to get a gearbox done and a converter, and we did it a couple of days out from the event. But apparently things don't work like that anymore, Tyler.
Yeah, no. It may have also only worked like that because the only reason that you were stuck 3 days out was because the original gearbox you had ordered didn't turn up. Whereas everything else had already been ordered.
That's true. But they did. I think they turned the converter around for me within a week as well. So the guys at ASNU, so who we use for our converters, or I use for my converters. You haven't had any need, but this time around we went and I gave them a call and I said, "Oh, look, it's a 3-week wait." One of the guys there, I think, had an injury at work or outside of work as well, so he's off. So it stretched out to 4 weeks, but it was ready 1 week after Rocky Nuts, so they got it ready, but it's up at Armstrong Automotive now, getting sorted out. So that's my place of choice for my cars. That's where I head up to Rob these days, and he did all the work on the VE on the Ute when we need to turn it around for a road trip for Big Red.
Yep.
And the guys up there, Mechanical Dave and Rob and all the guys looked after us, and ladies, and then ladies up there as well. They really looked after us up there and turned that thing around in 3 days. Like, who does that? Full manual to auto conversion on a VE within 3 days in amongst all their other work. Got it happening, and so I'm pretty loyal to the guys up there. And he was I was panicking, and he was the calming influence. No, don't worry, Dave, we'll get it done. Dave. So we didn't use toll again, James. I learnt my lesson. I'm very happy with the gearbox that we did get from Craig's Autos, but we went to Mark's workshop, Mark Stevens. He looked after us with the one, so it was local. Yep. And so and he's built some pretty stout gearboxes, and is pretty booked out as well. Yeah. So yes, but it was pretty full on. But anyway, we didn't get the car to Rocky Nuts. That's where I'm going with that. I think we didn't get there, but it's the converter's probably there now. The gearbox is there, the car's there. I wanted to get up and do a bit more filming. I'm a little bit stuck with work, but There's a couple of questions, I think, coming through in the chat.
I'm just going to scroll up because I saw a comment here before as well. Mark Biffin says, Kenda, mad. Rocky Nuts, mad. Caravan Park, maddest.
How loose was that?
Stein, g'day. Aussie Steve.
We will maybe come out with that one day.
MGB Chuck, how you going? Mace Finch says, you guys are so cool. Thank you. You're cool too.
Right. Thanks for you. Yeah, thanks for commenting. All the people in the comments.
Yep. Ricky says, question for anyone. What's the easiest way to remove an LS1 from an O2 Calais? As I purchased a parts car and we'll have to do it on the ground.
Gas axe. We're going for easy. I don't know. Let's get the oxy out. No, it should be pretty straightforward. Maybe someone else in the chat might have some other tips. Chuck them in there. Well, yeah, James has got a point there to my comment. Do you need the rest of the car when finished? Probably makes more sense. You go my way.
Yep. Was loose but fantastic. Like time was turned back.
The caravan park, mate. That was good, and hopefully one day we can release that footage. So we'll clip that with a few people. There's not much evidence of that on the internet these days.
No.
I guess that's the appropriate word to use.
MGB's getting up for work. Callie Carnage says, anyone done a 202 manual Holden Rodeo?
No, but I've got a Rodeo engine.
G'day, Johnny. Skid Pig.
Brad in the chat's got a Rodeo.
Yeah. Mace Finch says, are you guys going to Winter Nats?
I'll go out. I'll be out there to look and check it out. Won't be filming. Won't be live streaming from Winter Nats. That's KO's gig.
Yeah.
But you never know. One day maybe we'll be able to bring that to you.
Yep.
So maybe we'll be able to bring you free Winter Nats on Overtaking Lane one day, or even on the Willowbank YouTube page or somewhere. If we could do it, I'd be happy with. What do you reckon, Tom? Doesn't matter where it goes to. I'd love it to be on Overtaking Lane. I'd love it to be on free drag racing live streams.
Yep.
So
Science says, I did once an EJ20 swap by hand with a mate. No hoist, nothing. So if you have an engine hoist, it's not that difficult.
You got a pound in the background there, mate.
Yeah. It's just the one dog. She likes to voice her opinion.
I'm coming to you to people. No, I don't think anyone commented on the set change, but I'm coming to you from the print shop office.
Yeah.
So I started to set up the gear. We use a lot of the same stuff from the live stream. That goes from the podcast room here is the equipment that we also use for the Kenda live stream, the drag racing live streams that we do. So, that was a big mission, and I got about a third of the way into that, and just went, I'm just going to go down and do it on the computer. So hopefully the quality is still good.
It seems pretty good so far.
Yeah. So.
You might just need to get your microphone like this one set up.
Oh, is it not clear enough?
No, it's clear. It just could, not crisp. It's not Pod Mic Dave.
I can put my headset on. Would you prefer the headset?
Oh, we can give it a go. See how it goes. Oh, that's heaps clearer now that you got that on. No.
Heaps better? Yeah. It looks like it sounds better.
It might not, Headsets aren't always better.
Is that any better?
You sound a lot closer now.
Okay. Well, I might get the microphone right in there. I can't hear anyone because I haven't turned the Oh, that's better. I had to change the actual where the sound was coming from.
Yeah.
Now you sound a lot closer too. There you go. That interrupts the beer can though.
You can probably leave it out a little bit. That's okay. Defs need a mic for full Dave experience. Says Brad. Brendan Wheatley says, and Mark Biffin said the Kendo live stream is great. We do a great job on the live streams. Chopper Dave with the traffic report. Ford Ranger Ute, they are the best. How you going? What up, mate? He says. G'day.
G'day, mate.
Mark Biffin says, use a straw, Dave.
That could be even. I don't know how that'll go.
Ricky says, does he want to give me a hand, Tyler? Is that what your mate in the background is saying?
Definitely. But yeah, Rocky Nats. We're still talking about Rocky Nats. Caravan Park was just that was the highlight for us too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. That was off tap.
I mean, it was an excellent. It was an awesome show and shine, and definitely nothing else happened other than just cars on show.
60, 70 cars rolled in for a bit of show and shine.
Yeah,
I think a couple of hundred people walked through. There was actually a lot of people came to look at the cars and stuff as well.
Yeah.
It was free food, free alcohol. And it's probably not going to be that next year. I think it'll be different next year.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got a year to plan, but maybe next year will definitely be the show and shine side of things.
Yeah.
I think we're talking about maybe lining all the roads, one side of all the roads throughout the caravan park with cars. So there's still a lane for everyone to get through.
Mm-hmm.
And we may not have that certain demonstrations in the middle, but we'll have we'll have some free beers on and possibly a band.
Mm-hmm.
I think, and some food trucks and stuff like that. So we'll work that out. But if that didn't put Gracemere Caravan Park on the map, I don't know what will. Hey.
Yeah. Shane Sermon says Mozzies were nice. They were brutal.
Yeah, they were. So they were really brutal.
Mark Biffin says couldn't wipe the smiles off my son's faces for hours after the caravan park.
I think there was a few people left there and said, if that's the end of my weekend, I'm happy.
Yeah.
And then it hadn't even started, right? So, yeah, Jason, yes. Yeah. Not just that, but
that sort of started the chain reaction of things that have happened.
The start of the chain reaction, and the laws involved and whatnot. But yes.
Ford Ranger says, I love cars. I fix cars for a living. Well, you came to the right place. We also love cars.
Hell yeah. So unless we build a fully enclosed burnout pad and have insurance, then that's the rest of that side of things won't go ahead any further. So
Pistol 85, how you going?
G'day, mate. But that's the way of life, and for those that missed out, then unfortunately you won't get to do that one again. But it was hectic, and I will make it a fun event no matter what. So it'll be great.
Yeah.
So Gracemere Nats. Then we went into the event. Like that was the start of it, right? And that was the warm up. That was the prequel. And then we got into Rocky Nats. We did the parade, which we released a video of this week.
Yep. We rode around on scooters.
There was probably a hell of a lot more footage to that parade, Tyler. I don't know how much footage you would have had.
Oh, that was a lot.
You could have made that video so long because it was four of us in different. I didn't see you in a car in that video. Where did that come? Where?
I posted mine in there. So funnily enough, I actually, I recorded all these talking bits, and then when I watched them back on the computer, none of them had audio.
What'd you do?
I don't know. Like any of the ones where I pointed it at myself, the audio didn't work, and any of the ones that were pointed the other way, the audio was right.
Oh, you went riding in Mark's Fairlane.
I did, yes.
For the
So
parade.
I did put those clips in there. You can see those clips are in the video. There is clips from in the Fairlane in the video.
Okay. So you went in Mark in the Fairlane.
Yeah.
So everyone would have seen that car from the Skid Factory.
Yep.
I went in.
Yeah, Woody's. They've released their video as well, so you'll see.
Yeah.
There was a part that I talked about that didn't make it into our video because the audio wasn't there. But if you watch the Skid Factory's video, the whole thing that was going on with Mark's car gets fully explained. The radiator drain bung was leaking.
Did you film that too with audio and didn't have it?
Yeah. Yeah, so like all that up until I got in the car had no audio on the GoPro. I was lucky we didn't film the interviews on the GoPro.
Wow. I don't know what happened there. But yeah, that's unfortunate. But the Skid Factory, I watched that the other day, and I don't know if you're still here, Woody, but exceptional edit on that video.
It was awesome.
I was going to message you and say how long did that take to edit, because he got that together pretty quickly and put it there, and I just thought that was pretty awesome. But the guys, turned that around. Like the parade pretty much started, and they fixed that before it got to them for their time to leave, right? Or you were with them, so
yeah.
I went with Andy in the Tirana. That was cool. So riding around in that, very tough big block Tirana. So big block nitrous Tirana. Sally went in the Corona, and then went again in Migaloo, but I think the battery went flat on her by the time she got to Migaloo.
So there was a couple of clips in from Migaloo that were like 1 second long. So it's like it must have been just enough to power up the camera and then turn off.
That was it. And Brad went in.
See you, MGB.
See you, mate. See you, Chuck. Have a good one, mate. Have a good one. Thanks for dropping in. And Brad went in with Gary in Gary Dundas' car. So yeah,
and he was in a XR6 Ute as well.
Yes, with one of the friends from Richo's. So yeah, that was cool. That was huge. It was huge. The parade was big. 1,100, 1,200 cars, something like that. I can't remember the numbers now. It's all in the press release there we got somewhere.
1,152, I think, were in the parade, and like 1,400 and something were overall entered.
Yep. So
Ricky says, Dave, sadly, mate, the powers to be don't understand if you don't give people places to blow off a little steam. It's most likely to happen on the road. I'm talking more of here in NZ than AU.
Yeah, we thought we'd done the right thing with private property and consent, closed off the areas and whatnot, but didn't quite work out in the end. But I think everything's okay now. I think if we do it again,
Bad cues planning for next year.
We won't have. It won't go down well if we did that again next year.
Yeah, no, definitely
not. I think we'll have people there waiting. So, but yeah, so that was good. And now we got a couple more videos to come from Rocky Nats. So we got obviously day 2, day 3 of Rocky Nats to come, and we'll show things like the street drags. And if you get over and check out the Skid Factory video, you'll see everything that went on, and we split it up into a few videos, because we sort of did day 1. We went and enjoyed the parade. I think we did a little bit of the Elite Hall as well.
Yes.
On day 1, did we show that on?
So the Elite Haul footage will actually be in day 2's video.
That'll be in day 2. So we did a bit of Elite Haul, and then we did. I think we did Elite Haul and Dyno again on the
G'day, Rob.
The next one.
Rob's in the
Rob,
chat. Hey,
g'day,
Dave and
mate.
Tyler. Sorry I haven't texted back. That's all right. No stress.
You sent Rob some details?
Yep.
Yep. Good. So we were just talking before about the HJ's in good hands up there, mate. So Mechanical Dave will be on the job. But yeah, so we did Dyno. We did that. G'day, mate.
Steve.
We did the drags. Drags were pretty good. It was hot.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty hot down there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just in the sun. It was
after
brutal.
Day 1, you were already purple with your sunburn.
Yeah, I think it's still there.
It's still there.
Pretty bad.
But it was actually purple. Yeah, that didn't go down well. So you had to spend the rest of the weekend in as much shade as possible.
Yes, yeah, it was brutal.
And then the last day we always spend at the burnouts. So that's our sort of our go-to for up there. Just move our way across. Of course, you can get there, do it however you want. You do all those things every day, and we just do that way so we can cover it and get a film of it. But it does mean we miss some things, like we do miss what happens in the finals at the drag racing on the Sunday because we're at the burnouts. We miss on Saturday we're at the drags and we miss some of the stuff at the burnouts and things like that. Yeah, but it's just that's what we do. We'll bring you that footage and we'll show that across the next couple of weeks. Yeah.
Yep, certainly will. Jason says, I think after what happened this time, Dave, the cops will sure be out there to make sure it's not happening again.
Yeah, we've been told. We've been told it's not to go ahead next year. So
Brennan Wheatley says his red Senonats on the horizon. That is one that we want to get out to. I don't think we have any plans this year, but maybe for the next one.
I was talking to you about something before, Tyler, a transporter, and that's another one that would be perfect for if we had that. If we could do a transporter, that would get us to a lot more events. Right?
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
Mad Kiwi. Dropped us $10 NZ. Says a sticker, please.
A sticker, please.
We can. Tyler, you've got a list there of prize that need to go out. Can you update that and throw Mad Kiwi on there for some stickers? Sorry, and there's people that haven't received their prizes from giveaways recently. Apologies, and it hasn't. Yeah, it hasn't been sent out. There's stuff sitting here. There's some other stuff still to print, and we're just been behind. Apologies, but we haven't forgotten anyone. And
there's a few people who haven't sent through their details as well.
There is also some details missing. So yeah, if you haven't and you did win something and you haven't sent us the details, please send it through. If you have, we do have that. And again, I just spoke to Salty today from Finance My Ride about some tickets.
Yep.
So yeah. So yeah, definitely. At Apple Tree Creek. Whereabouts is Apple Tree Creek? We didn't have much extra room this time round. Going back up. Just going back up on the. James said, if I only could buy some long sleeve shirts to help fight off the sun. It was just his neck.
Yeah, it was just my neck. It was like 2 spots on the side of my neck. It wasn't even. I don't even think the back got done. It's just the sides. Maybe a little bit on the back. Just past Childers, says Jason.
Oh, Christmas at Moores was a similar issue in the early days. Yep.
Mark Biffin says, I'm in on the transporter.
Yeah. Well, we may need to hire it out occasionally to recoup costs on it. I don't know how can I afford that.
Green is nice. Gary, how you going? How's Gary feeling? Yeah, feeling better. Hopefully. He says Apple Tree Creek is just south of Bundaberg, very close to me.
in a minute.
Yep. Fast shoulders. Thank you. Do you need my info for the ticket to Salty? I'm sure you have them. We'll have to double check. But maybe just send them through on the email just to be sure. That way, then we don't. That way, it gives us a bit of a reminder as well to make sure that they all get done.
So yeah, so we
Adam Geary says, does Salty have any Ute shirts?
Oh, he does. Yeah, he does. So he actually just printed some for himself the other day, but he doesn't have them. He hasn't got extras to sell, but we can print on demand for him. So I don't know what he wants to do with that, but yeah, he's got your Ute on the back of the shirt. So yeah, we came out of Rocky Nuts, and we came back, and there was no live show, Tyler, last Thursday after Rocky Nuts, and so people sent some messages and said, "Hope you're okay." And then had heard I may not have been well. Well, I'll let you know that I've been back for X-rays again today. I've got quite some very sore ribs. I may have had an episode with a few beers and a water slide, and forgot I was old and fat, and yeah, may have done some damage to my ribs. But so last week, I basically couldn't move and had to try and rest up enough so that I could get out to Kenda. So yeah, I was still pretty sore.
Good to hear, Gary. So what have you done to your ribs? Did you crack your ribs or bruise your ribs or?
Well, I'm going to go back to the doctor again, so I'm waiting. It was X-rays today, so
Yep.
but it was I believe I've just like torn the cartilage.
Oh, okay.
So on the ribs, but because it's still hurting, he sent me for X-rays today.
Yep.
So
Biffo says, thought you were 18 again. Hey, common problem, Dave.
it was pretty much that way. Didn't realise it hurt it at the time, but yeah, next morning, and the drive home was not a comfortable one. So, but yeah, you can get a bit of speed up down that water slide at Gracemere Caravan Park. I can tell you, if you work out how you do it, you can just about shoot yourself over the top at the end. But I don't advise it. So we'll see how that goes. So I've ruined my track record. It's been about, I don't know, somewhere well over 5 years since I've been to a doctor, and now I've been twice in 2 weeks, and I've got more appointments. And now I've got X-rays and blood tests, and everything's happening now.
Ricky says, slip, slop, slap, Tyler. That will fix the red gills next time. Yeah, well, that was the worst part. I just missed that spot.
Yeah, it was had some brave juice, James. Oh, and it hurts to laugh. It does hurt to laugh. So don't make me do that. It was a cracker. It could have been Sally. Yeah, it could have been Johnny. I think she might have belted me up a bit while I was asleep, because I didn't notice it until the next day. And Gary's Maddie was sore from the same thing. Yeah. So, what was it? So 4 years for the hairdresser. No, actually, I did see one. You wouldn't think much. I did see one recently, but that was over 2 years. Might have been 3. I don't know. Short, fat, and old. It's your speciality. Yeah, if you have enough drinks, you forget that, and send yourself into all sorts of trouble. But so that's what happened there. Yeah, it's still not great, but get through now. A few painkillers, and we got to Kenda, and Brad and Trev did all the heavy lifting out there, right?
Yes, they certainly did. They do an excellent job every time.
Yeah. I did a little bit of camera stuff out there, and then sort of realised that actually was not a good idea, and I was in a lot of pain again after that. So, yeah, my drive home Friday was a struggle, and that was from holding the camera for an hour or so.
Yeah.
I don't think I was out there for that long. So, sorry, have a laugh. But yeah, we'll see how that all goes. But yeah, Kenda. So we got to Kenda. That's where I was heading with that.
Yeah, we certainly did. Here's another picture, courtesy of Drag Photos.
And Kenda's great. Like, we always enjoy doing Kenda. But come on, hey, what a meet!
Oh, it was awesome. The finals, everything about it.
The racing was
some history made on the weekend.
There was. We've got during testing, you've got Wade Wagstaff go down and put the fastest radial run in Australia.
Yep. The new ET 368.
Yep. That was amazing. We've gone right through the weekend, and we get to the final, and Wade's not even in the final. Surprised by that, right? That Wade's not in the final. And Johnny Ricker gets there and puts down the fastest. So so we've got the record for the fastest radial run. So we've got the quickest. The quickest record now sitting with Wade Wagstaff, and the fastest record.
Speed record.
The speed record, 208.
Yep, 208 mile an hour. 383 at 208 mile an hour, which is massive because this is it's only a fairly new car to them, and watching them get it sorted over the weekend, and it was just going quicker and quicker.
Kept blowing the tyres off all Fridays during Saturday.
And then they just started going quicker and quicker.
Yeah.
Dang, g'day, how are you?
And then now that was just their category. You get into each category. There was something exciting. You've got Timmy Cross, and Tony Webb
running the exact same ET.
Like
4.329 side by side.
432 with a 9, side by side. 432 with a 9, 432 with a 9. Like, have you ever seen that?
No, I don't think I've. And they both and to top that off, they both ran 176 mile an hour.
Yes, yeah. So that was just amazing to see that. Timmy Cross gets the win light. Out of that, and that was just another amazing run. You've got every category, right? Every category just had something awesome come out there and happen in the finals. But it was the whole weekend as well. The racing was exciting. Someone just mentioned the Hoff. The Hoff getting out there doing massive wheel stands.
And breaking axles.
You've got Nick Baxter in the Lexus, runner up in Ruckus. That was Radial Ruckus, I think. That
running the car with no water in it.
Yeah, so Jake and Friends. If you haven't watched the video from Jake and Friends, get over there and have a look at that one. Check out Jake and Friends. So Nick is the Friends.
Yeah, he's and Friends.
He's and Friends, and Jake was there. The guys are running it. They've cracked the coolant expansion tank, fixed it throughout the day, missed a round, still got into the final, but the run before that they've dropped water the entire length of the track. He's got back. There's no water in it. They couldn't fix it again.
He dropped water into his drip tray as well this time.
Yeah,
so he put a tray under it after the last time.
Still made a mess though.
Yes.
But he got back, and then he's made the final, and he's like, well, I've got to put it up there.
Yeah, you got to break the beams to make your final, and then and then if your opponent red lights, you win. Like you
Well, that
don't
was
even
his
have to
thought.
make your run. You win. There's
Well,
the
his
link.
opponent didn't know that he was broken, right? So he went up to make out that he's going to race. So he's gone up. I'm going to race it. Got it done a big burnout. Jake's, done the whole, put him back into the groove. It doesn't matter because they're not going to run. He can't make a pass. There's no water in the thing. And got it on the 2-step. And just to try and psych out his opponent in the final, but it didn't work, and he got the runner-up. So that's pretty cool. Half the wheel stands, he just pedaled that to 3/4 track in one of those runs. Like,
yeah, he did.
Seriously. And it wasn't that long ago. He was talking to me about that car, going, "Oh no, it's easy to drive, Dave. You just do this and this. You can drive it. It's not that hard." I looked at that run and went, "I can't drive that. No way I could." I said it to him, man. That's and he's, "Oh no, it's not that hard."
You never
He's so
know.
relaxed about it.
You never know what your
He's so,
future may hold with a certain Gemini.
we never know. We don't know. Well, I guess we've got to get there at some point, hey? So, that was good. That was good. And all this is on the live stream. We've got Mark and Diggles on the commentary with all this exciting racing. Those guys are exceptional in their commentary, right?
Yes.
Those guys really make it, I think. We had a few little technical issues, as we always do, because we tried things on the fly, right? So we've never done trackside interviews.
No, we've never done live interviews.
Live interviews, cut to an interviewer during the thing, and it's one of those things that we're not set up to test this stuff before the racing. So
no, because we can't just rock up to there and plug into the big screen and the PA any day of the week to test it out.
Yeah, we basically got to have everything open and running to test it, and we test it on a day and make it work. And we worked out we had some audio issues with the interview when we had Diggles trackside doing interviews, and we had an audio issue on the live stream. I think where there was massive feedback, and we actually know what we did wrong now. So,
yes,
and it was just a setting, so we can fix that, right?
Yes, yeah, we can fix it. We found a couple of settings that were probably wrong and made the audio sound funny, and then also the double audio and things being delayed. We've also fixed that for the future.
Yeah.
So it can only get better.
Yeah. So we will make that happen. Bump City, baby. Bump City, baby. Says Dang Dang. You gotta have a shot every time you hear that out of Diggles, and I would definitely make it a shirt. I don't know whether Diggles will approve. It's his saying, so. But we'll have to get his approval.
Glenn Casey, g'day.
Glenn.
How are you?
G'day, mate. But yeah, it was just an amazing stream, and I watch a lot of other streams, and we always watch other streams so that we can learn from that. I've messaged back and forward with Chad from Bang Shift Video 1320. So to get tips and stuff like that, we watch Motomania TV. The live stream from World Time Attack would be, a live stream that I would like to emulate. That's a big dollar live stream.
Yeah.
Right. That is a big dollar live stream. Certainly way above anything that we do, but that's where we want to get to, and we look at that sort of stuff and go, well, how can we do that? How can we do this? We've already come back and looked at more equipment, Tyler. Have we not? We've just, I've just spent another week looking at upgrading some of the equipment to simplify. And we did a little bit of there'll be a video coming up after Rocky Nats where we'd actually show a little bit of some of the setup.
Yeah,
It's only
yeah.
part of it. We didn't do all the cameras or any of that side of it, Tyler. We forgot about all that side. But yeah, that was that live stream. I've come back. I've watched some live streams this week, and it was a good one on today. But yeah, I've watched some live streams, and I looked at that and went, for what it is, and watching similar stuff out of the States or out of other places, I think that was one of the best live streams in the world for drag racing at the moment. So, and the racing made it that, and the guys on the commentary made it that. So, Brad and Trev, their work, and obviously yourself doing the switching up there, made it all possible. But we'll keep it out. We'll make it bigger and better, right?
Yes, we certainly will. Every time we come back, we find new ways to invest more into it and make it better for the next time. Which is probably a bit of a harbour of our technical difficulties at the start of each stream, because no stream is the same in terms of the equipment we take out there. Every time it's something different.
And we're going to upgrade some gear, and we're going to, we might have some new gear by the time we get to Jambo again, Tyler. We might have to
probably
sort that out. So,
Reap and Jason Tompkins say Jake's Crusader will be very fast when it comes back out. It certainly will. There's a lot of work's going on there.
Yeah, and that's a YouTube channel that's going to grow and be massive. I think Jake and Friends as well. So, just watching how far advanced they are for so early in the whole piece. Mind you, he's been recording footage for years. And done nothing with it. So, and then he sort of finally went, nah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
So, John Lee, g'day, mate.
G'day, John Lee. I think enough talking to us about doing it made him do it. You know, they're a funny group of blokes. So
they're great to hang
just sort of documenting exactly what they do.
Yeah.
Well, they do it. That's it's just
that's them all the time.
Yeah.
Dang, you're right. Maybe it's just you have a mouthful. And apologies, Dang. I think you got timed out at some point. Tyler fixed that. I do apologise for that. We fixed that problem.
Yep. Rode lapel mics work well, little square wireless ones. Yeah, we do have those. That's actually what we use for the car audio. So all the car audio that you hear coming through the stream, that's actually just one of those Rode wireless mics.
Yep.
So yeah, the future is of the interviews is getting another set of those as well, so that we get the extended range and they work a little bit better, line of sight wise and stuff like that as well. So.
Yeah. Cheers, Woody. I think it was great. And I was coming out on the Saturday, and I had to go get a hard drive because we forgot a hard drive to record some of the footage onto and stuff. And on the Saturday, I'm driving out in the car, and I can put it on. I see what the guys are doing. They've got it all happening, and I think some people laughed at me driving through driving through the gate, and even I pulled up and had some shirts for Nick and the crew. And delivered them, and they're like, "Oh, look at you! You're sort of sitting back. You're not even here. You got the guys who are all doing all the work, and here's you just driving in with it on your screen in the car, playing through the stereo." So it was that was a bit of a laugh. So but the future of that live stream, we'll see where it goes. I think that's the honestly, guys, I think that's the future of this channel. Is those live streams will be where this goes, and hopefully we can get to the point that we're bringing you streams. It's maybe some years down the track, but hopefully we're bringing free streams to the world of drag racing and motoring, not just drag racing, but motorsport in general. In some way or not, some free live streams of that from from Australia to shoot that and send that around the world to everybody. So we'll get there. We'll just keep slogging away at it, and we will get there.
Steve,
hey, are we doing the wheel tonight? What's going on?
Dropped us $10. Hey, are we doing the wheel tonight? What's going on? We didn't actually have anything planned for the wheel tonight.
Oh, it's the end of the month.
The wheels.
We
The
won't
wheel
do the
day
wheel
has actually
tonight.
been. It's actually been thrown off. Like the last few wheels have actually nearly been in the middle of the month, I think.
Because we've still got to send out all the stuff from the last ones.
Yeah.
So last two, I think. So there's some Hayabusa tickets and there's shirts and bits and pieces and stickers and there's a big list there that's got to go out from the last one. So I think we need to catch up with sending out our stuff that we've given away before we give away anything new.
Yeah.
So we will fix that. So give us another couple of weeks to fix that and get that out to everybody before we do that again, and then we'll do some more giveaways. So I don't know. Maybe we'll talk to Kelly, and we might be able to do some giveaways. Oh no, we can't do giveaways at Jambo because it'll be hooked up to there. Oh no, we'll be doing the commentary for that side of things, won't we?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe we can do some giveaways at Jambo. I'll talk to. We'll mention that to Kelly. Yeah. So we'll see what we can do and what we can organise with that. No promises yet.
Adam says, are they expensive? They're not too bad. They're $350 or something like that around there for the wireless goes.
Oh yeah, they're not too bad. No,
they're very good for the price you pay. And all the road stuff and their service, their customer support is awesome.
So our next bit of gear that we get will be a new video switcher. So you'll see in the video when we release it, we currently run 2 video switches and a converter. What's the converter we use there, Tyler, as well? The
streaming bridge.
We use it sort of streaming bridge, yeah, but we sort of use it as an SDI to HDMI converter splitter.
Keep an eye out for the new 202 Manal Rodeo coming out of my shed.
Before. Sorry, I missed who it was. There's something toy. I saw a post, Carnage. I saw something. Okay, and that's a 202. Yeah, wait till you see the 202. What was that 202 in? Up at Rocky Nuts and the Burnouts.
Yeah, I don't remember.
It's like
the Haydos's car.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a clip on our Instagram. He throws it around, that's for sure. He can steer.
That 202 went off. That was awesome, burnout car.
Yeah, I think it's supercharged 202.
So the raffle for the Hayabusa, Steve, gets drawn. It's June or July. It's not far off now. So keep an eye out on Finance My Ride, and we'll let you know as well. Actually, it's the weekend of road trip, Tyler.
Oh, there you go.
Is that the 18th of June? A weekend of road trip, weekend of Coralbin. There's a lot of stuff on that weekend. There'll be bike night at Joe's Diner, and I'll be drawing the Hayabusa from up there.
The weekend of road trip. That's my birthday, the 18th of June.
There you go. Maybe
I can't wait for Salt to give me. I haven't. It's Salt to give me a call.
You might need to get one. You might need to get one. John, yeah, I've seen some stuff to say that the DJI mics 2 are possibly better than the Go 2s, but we might stick with what we know with those.
Yeah, I think as well. Just the customer service of Rode is the Go because
we've had them.
Unintended.
We've a few times now contacted Rode and said, "Oh yeah, we broke this. Can I buy this part?" And they go, "Oh, we'll just send you one."
Yeah.
And they send you, like a mount or something that we've broke, and we're like, "I just want to buy a new one. I broke it. I did this," and they're like, "Oh no, we'll send you one."
Yeah, I think we had the wireless mics as well. actually broke the clip on the back of that, and then said, "Can we get another clip?" And they said, "Oh, if you send us those ones back, we'll send you out a new pair."
Oh, they sent us completely new microphones that time, didn't they?
Yes,
Yeah, it was a broken clip on the back, and we dropped a camera or something, and it broke it. And they just said, "Yeah, no, just send them to us." And they sent us brand new microphones. So, yeah, they're really good. So,
No
work
worries,
meetings with
Stein.
Aussie Steve. Thanks, mate. Thanks for being here. And we'll wait for that.
You
I know
too.
you
Have a
got a
good
fair
day.
bit going on.
Yep. Have a good
So,
day over there.
yeah, it's. Well, I think I was talking about the video switcher. We'll upgrade that. So we'll go to a big 8 camera video switcher. We haven't got 8 cameras to run off it yet. We'll
get there.
We're currently using 2 4-camera video switches connected together. But
Yes.
we'll go to an 8 camera. It'll have functionality to be able to run the big screen, run everything without running through a converter. It'll tidy everything up a lot easier for us.
Yeah.
And it will
It'll
also
just
record every camera angle individually onto a hard drive for us to be able to make videos later on.
Yeah.
So, John, you are right. Rode is in Australia. They are Australian, and we use Black Magic for a lot of our switching gear.
And those guys are awesome as well. The support on them. We had an issue when we were at Jamboree when we first ran this setup that we've got currently, and then I was on the phone to them and explained to them the setup, and they said, "Oh, okay, yep, all right, well."
Because you've said, we've got one switcher plugged into this switcher, and then I've got it to the video converter.
Other way, yeah.
And then I've got
switcher
it to
to converter to the yeah. And then they said, "Oh, well, we'll set that up in our studio here, and I'll give you a call back." And then about 10 minutes later, they called me back and said, "Oh, have you tried this setting?" Tried the setting, and then it worked.
Yeah. Yeah, like they give us 15 minutes. We're going to create what you've got there, in our offices here. That's pretty much what they did, right?
Yeah.
Exceptional. And we've called them a few times, and they've done other stuff and gone through it and helped us with updates.
Oh, there you go. Roy says I can throw a rock at the road factory.
Oh, there you go. That close. All Aussie, mate, down there. And Black Magic, yeah, Aussie as well, and they're exceptional. So so we stick with them, and then when we can, we'll then upgrade our cameras to the Black Magic broadcast cameras.
Yeah. They're a little bit expensive though, so they're a little bit away.
They're a little bit away. You know, we've got an 8-camera switcher, and then we'll be looking at $6,000 a camera. That's without lenses.
Yeah.
So, but the thing what we can do with that is currently we run off a HDMI wireless transmitter off our cameras, and we need to be line of sight from the switcher. So if we're in the tower, we need to be able to see the cameras, and they've got to be within about 300-400 meters, Tyler?
Probably less than that.
Or we lose signal.
Yeah.
So, but with the broadcast cameras and the streaming bridge, which we already use, a streaming bridge, we would need one for each camera, but they're not expensive streaming bridges. With that, we can plug a mobile phone into the broadcast camera as long as it's got an internet connection. We then RTMP, Tyler knows what RTMP is, but we basically put an internet address into it. It sends to that streaming bridge, and that camera could be anywhere in the world. So we're not limited to we could be at the other end of the track. We can be in the pits. We can be anywhere and send that signal. We can be at another track. We could go down to QR. We could be crossing from 2 different tracks, playing 2 different drag races at the same time on our stream. So that's the future of where we want to get to. But we got to put a bit of coin in to get there.
So John, they have an attachment that you can put the Canon lenses on there. So that is sort of an advantage that we would have, is we wouldn't have to then go and repurchase all new lenses. So we do have already some expensive lenses there. So we could reuse some of them.
Yeah, they have an EF mount as well. So there's two mounts. You can put any mount onto it. But it comes with the EF mount for that price, as well as the EF mount. It comes with that, as well as what's the other mount? It's for the broadcast lenses.
I'm not sure. I don't remember. Dingus says sounds expensive. I have no idea. We'll get there.
Cow.
We'll get there eventually.
Mad cow. Dude, that's oh mate, we don't expect that. Mad Cow's just dropped us a donation to help out with some GoPro or the Road Goes or something, he said. So
yeah.
Man, you help us out so much. Thank you. We'll make sure we keep pushing this to where we can and get this live free live stuff out to you guys. So and that's our other thing. Toller's always wanted to keep it free. So so we do our best to work on that. But we'll see how far we can push it when we, if we get to the point of
see you carnage.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of equipment. Well, we hopefully the tracks, the promoters, or the sponsors. That's what we really need. We don't need to, we shouldn't be relying on supporters and followers. We probably need to chase those sponsors. So that's our next step, is to really to look at that and maybe get some sponsors, because that's going to be the way to keep free live streams. Promoters can't afford it. Tracks can't afford it. Your option is pay-per-view or sponsors. So sponsors is a tough way to go for it. And I think I read a post actually from Cletus this week, Tyler, and see you carnage, sorry mate. And Cletus was saying he doesn't know how other tracks can even do what they do. He's got such a big YouTube following. He's got such an internet presence.
Yeah.
And the pay-per-view that he's done is the only reason that he's been able to do what he does, and he doesn't go bankrupt with the track.
Yeah.
So, Ricky's up in 5 hours, mate.
No worries.
Thanks
for dropping in.
Thank you for being here. That's a late one. So,
Bang Dang says Right Lane Media might help out.
We'll get there. That's the plan. Try and get there. It is.
Thanks, Mark, as well.
Do run it through there. Thank you, mate.
You are a legend. There is a lot that MCM he supports us, and there's a lot that we don't mention because he asks us not to mention it. But there might be certain giveaway things that happen that he helps us with, because he's an absolute legend of a follower.
And he always does, and then he's like, "Oh, I'll pay for the postage for that," and then I don't send it to him and won't tell him how much it is, and he's always on to me. He's always on to me. Dave, I said I would send it. Friggin', we got so many awesome followers. We're really lucky, but we'll hopefully we can get those sponsors to come on board at some point. And things get tricky. We've got to work out them with promoters, because we've got our sponsors and they've got their sponsors. So, so it doesn't mean it gets. Guys, you don't. I just saw James's comment. You don't have to. It's what's he done?
No worries, Reap. Thank you. Thanks for dropping in. You have a good night and enjoy your Friday tomorrow.
Don't do that, guys. We're not asking for you to do that. It's we're saying we do need to lift our game and go and chase some sponsors. We've not really chased some sponsors, and we need some big companies. We don't need we don't need our mates at the as a mechanic up the road, or we need some bigger companies to come on board.
Yeah.
And if we keep the following, what do we have? 25,000 views across the weekend.
Yeah, something like that, I think,
on that event. Yeah, so it was, if 1% of those people bought something from a sponsor, like they're going to get their money's worth, right?
Mm.
So, I can't even check my thing at the moment. But yeah, that's where we've got to go. We've got to head that way. James is throwing us dollars as well. So, mate, yeah, don't do that, guys. You know, we're not. Thank you. We do appreciate that. But yeah, we got to do that. Brendan, yeah, you're right. That's probably what we might need some help with that. And if anyone knows someone that can help on that side of things, and the Nissa Cube Fund for Sally, she'll love you for that, James. You're a legend. Oh, my chest hurts. Hurts to laugh. Yeah, I don't know. That's probably we need somewhere to help us with some of that work. I have some small experience in it from chasing sponsors for footy clubs and stuff like that, but it's not the same. This is a bit higher level, and
it's also a little bit different. Chasing a sponsor for something that's whilst YouTube has been around for a while, the digital medium is still very new to a lot of people, and a lot of companies and stuff. It's a whole new ball game in getting sponsors for that. It's like you get a sponsorship for a magazine or on the TV or something, and that's like it's different. It's like advertising there versus online on YouTube.
Yeah, they like to see something physical, and yeah, some companies I guess see the value in it, but they're probably already sponsoring some other channels as well. So, yeah, I don't know. We've got to try and work out, who do we approach, and we need those big names, but we can't take away from the events either. Like we can't go hit up all the sponsors from Kenda or Jamboree, because then that takes away their sponsorship money to the event.
Yeah,
and then we don't have an event to film. So we just got to be probably smart about how we do it. So yeah, it's we'll work on it. But yeah, I think FTC Bulk Regional Express says dang. And yeah, maybe we get some smaller players, some bigger players. We need a mixture, right? I guess we've got to have all these different levels. But maybe we want $6,000 cameras, right? So do we chase a level of sponsorship for someone at that price? Like someone that's going to come in at $6,000 and get bang eight sponsors of that. And we play their ads and we can do all that sort of stuff and promote them throughout the live stream. But we then need to also try and make the live stream free for the promoter to an extent as well. So, because
see you, Biffo.
Yeah, we're going to be playing our sponsors' ads on there. So
yeah,
like
John Lee says, Super Cheap would be a good fit.
Yeah, but they've already got their other things that they sponsor too. But you never know. So Super Cheap Shannon's, there's big ones out there.
Yeah, there is.
We'll get there.
Mad Cow Mark says in Pit Lane does live motor racing, and I'm sure you could live stream their live stream, share their live stream.
Okay, yeah, well look at that. I don't know how much of theirs I've seen. I've certainly watched a bit of Motor Mania and Bang Shift and stuff out of the States. But if you've got and there's some ones that do it for Speedway and stuff like that, but a lot of that's pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see. We'll see where we get to. It's early days still, I think, for all of that. But they're just sharing some of our pipe dreams, I think, and then we'll take you all with us.
Shane Sermon's off as well. He said if you get a sponsor, I'll do a video ad for them.
Oh yeah, if you could help with that, that'd be awesome.
Brennan Wheatley says, I think we're going to see a major shift in how we view what we like to view in the next 5 or 10 years or so. Absolutely.
Yeah, look, I think a lot of it is around, these free mediums like YouTube and stuff, and there has to be some advertising involved as well. You've got Netflix hasn't never turned a profit, right? They charge. Netflix has not turned a profit. Their subscribers are down. They've just had a massive downturn and just lost like $40 million off their shares or something. So, you've got a YouTube. I think YouTube will change. I watched some stuff from that you sent me with the CEO of YouTube. So, they're talking about NFTs and all sorts of stuff to the future of YouTube, and I'm completely lost with that. I know you might understand that a bit better, but we've got digital pictures. It's basically an NFT, right? It's
like a token. Yes.
Yeah. That's insane. Right, Steve. Yeah, I will. A sponsor watermark on each camera they sponsor for a certain number of streams. No, I haven't thought of that, Scott.
That's a good idea.
On Channel 31 in Melbourne. Mark. No, well we don't see that up here. So, sponsor watermark on the camera. That is a good one, because then that rather than have to be on the entire stream, their camera, and then gets the coverage each time you flick to it. That's pretty clever. I suppose. Hooray to Biffo. See a Biff.
I suppose you see you see that on like the supercars on TV. A lot of those banners that are on the side are not actually there. They're just digitally edited, aren't they?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So,
and Glenn Casey says Ted's Camera House.
Yeah, we could get a camera shop involved. Would help, wouldn't it? Yeah, Adam, you're probably right. It wasn't that long ago I thought, well, wouldn't it be cool to print some of our own stuff? And now we're at the point that we don't have time to print our own stuff.
Yeah.
So there's a print shop behind us. There's a sticker printer out there. But again, I still work full time. Sally still works full time. Sally's not even home from work yet. We've got stuff to print. So yeah, she's got tomorrow off, so she'll spend all day printing, catch up on the print stuff, and everything we make from that we reinvest back into the print shop. So it's just what we try and do.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll get to a point where everything's done and there's no need to reinvest anymore. So, but yeah, she does have a lot of shirts to print tomorrow, and I've still got to work another day, and then we've got this weekend off, so that means a weekend off from filming. I think, don't we, Tyler? We've got enough there.
Yep.
So that means I'm printing, catching up on that.
Printing, mowing, all the above.
Ash Media. We'll write that one down as well. I'm going to forget all these. Thanks, John. John said that. Yeah.
All right. Well, I've got one more thing I want to mention before we talk about
I was way off track with all that.
The events.
Sorry.
That's all right. That's what this show's about. We didn't really have any news, so it's good to fill in with stuff
everyone's
like that.
Everyone's always here to learn a little bit about what we do and chat.
Yeah, well, James said that we should do a video on all the gear. I think we could do that as like a bonus video to upload. Once we get around to it, and just upload that as an extra video on the weekend or something.
Yeah.
But yeah,
there's a bit in the live stream.
There is. So on the screen we got a new date here, 17th to 19th of June. I think you briefly touched on this. Is that road trip has been moved to the 17th and 19th of June now. And then there's a handy little message there at the bottom: spectators all days free. So if you wanted to come out to the track and watch the drag racing, it is free for you to get in.
There you go. So if you're available on those dates, road trip, free, we will be there.
Yeah.
the dates have moved. We did have, so we went from Jamboree straight into road trip. Was that how we were going?
Road trip into Jamboree.
So we get a bit of a break from that now. We do Jamboree.
Yeah.
We've got Jamboree. That starts around the 20th, Tyler?
Yes, yeah. So our first stream of that, we'll have probably a test stream on the Thursday of the 19th. The actual full streams will be on the 20th and the 21st.
There you go. So as we come to you from Sydney for Jamboree, so that'll be your next free live stream, and that is thanks to Jamboree. So so that's at Jamboree's expense. They get us down there to do that. So,
G'day, Hoff. How are you?
So make sure that you shout out and thank Jamboree for that. Thank Colin and Kelly and the team that do all the organising for that, and have said we want Overtaking Lane there because you would especially Sydney have already got their own media crew there. They've got their own setup with cameras and bits and pieces, and they would like to just run. Sydney would like to just run with their stuff, right? So, and Kelly has said no, I want Overtaking Lane. So, and they're paying for us to get down there. So make sure you
gratitude. How you going?
Thank that.
Says looking for breaks for the new SS while I listen. Cheers, guys. Yeah, absolutely as well. To continue on that is thank Kelly, Jamboree, the sponsors that are helping to do that.
Yeah. So they'll get us down there for that one, and then then we come back. We'll do road trip. There's also Corralbin on that weekend, so there's a lot happening. There's the Joe's Diner Bike Night draw of the Hayabusa from FMR. Finance my ride. So there's a hell of a lot happening.
Yeah. So and we'll need to actually start filming ahead soon because there's quite a few weekends that we are busy in June and July.
Is there anything? What's happening in July? There's nothing happening across July, Tyler.
Not on a weekend, no.
No, that's right. We can still cover stuff. You're getting.
You can still cover married. Stuff. You can still cover stuff.
Tyler's getting married. Oh, there you go. Share that out there. So yeah, he'll have some time off, I guess. 20% through the edit, and you've got sidetracked. You're over here with us, Hoffo.
I know exactly that feeling.
Is this the Bluebirds here in Oz?
Yep.
Oh, and we haven't sent a coffee cup to Roy. It's here. Look, it's here. It's not been used. It is literally sitting here beside me. It was in the podcast room. It's made it down here.
Yep. It's nearly made it to a postage bag or box, rather.
Everyone's asking for their wedding invites. So maybe I could live stream it, Tyler.
Well, you want to run the switches and that, and
why didn't you get Diggles to MC it?
I could have.
How would that be?
That would be one very loose night with Diggles on the mic.
Will you still be here when we get down to Jamboree, Sister Bluebird? Yourself and Roy can pop over. We'll be on the track, so we'll be there for Jambo. Come say hi. Tyler said the dates before 19, 20, 21 of May.
Yeah.
In for Bucks party with Diggles this off. That's the guy. That's who you want to organise in one. You just, you'll have a great time. So that's big news, mate. We'll share that. But, you could have done it. I don't think Paige was convinced to do it
on the drag
strip. But
strip.
if you watch the last Rocky Nats video that we put out for the first day of Rocky Nats, there was a bit of talk there from James and Renee, who he did propose to during Rocky Nats after doing fat skids in burnouts at Gracemere Nats. He proposed beside the car with tyre slap on the HQ after ripping a set of tyres off, and proposed.
Mm-hmm.
So, that would be a great spot for them. Obviously, what's the next step up is maybe on a drag strip, right? Is that Trackside Trev in the chat?
That is Trackside Trev.
So Trev and Brad did all, as I said earlier, all amazing job as always out there, and we got to get them down to Sydney.
Mm-hmm.
I was booked some rooms just like 5 minutes before this show. I think you booked some accommodation.
I did, yeah. Right before I hit the go live button.
So there you go. So booked this accommodation for all. What else you got there? So that's the change of dates for road trip.
Yep. And then events.
Events.
Yep.
I haven't got the big list I've been sending. I haven't got that.
Yeah, that's all right. We've got a fair few here in the calendar, actually. Done all right. It looks like. We've got Munchies on Friday, of course, on at Acacia Ridge. On Saturday, we've got Cars and Coffee at Cafe L, 7:30 a.m. Roll and Spit get together. The Jim Boomba Car Club, 82 Anders Street, 4 p.m.
Some waving in the background of the camera there to everybody in the live stream. Sally's home from work.
Saturdays and Mondays, 4:30 p.m. That's also in Jim Boomba. Next destination, April Cruise, 7 p.m. That's starting at the Aldi in Drewvale at 7 o'clock, leaving at 7:45. Queensland Auto Spectacular has been postponed, I believe. Or cancelled. It has been cancelled. I did see that.
Oh, the Auto Spectacular. Yeah,
it's been cancelled.
Yeah, I thought that might be to do with because they got the track maintenance and they moved road trip, but then they got a test and tune on, so not sure. They said to do with the weather, but I don't know. They've got a lot to organise, I guess, out there. So,
Brad says, "You mean we're not sleeping in swags this time?" No, I got you and Trev a double bed to share, and no.
That was it. There's no room for you, just a bed.
It's in the hall. That's all they had left. We got all Japanese Cars and Coffee at Crockford Street, Northgate, 7 a.m. till 9 a.m. on Sunday. May in the Wide Bay, 7 a.m. till 8 p.m. That's a 4-day motoring event. There you go, hosted by the Wide Bay Rodders in Harvey Bay on the May Day long weekend. So it must be starting on the Friday as well. It's a welcome barbecue dinner, and it's on at the Esplanade in Harvey Bay.
Yeah, Brendan, you're right. Hoff only does performance tow bars now. So if you're after a performance tow bar, then that's where to go.
Wedding skids, says Jason. And then there is a midweek meet by the Rebels Car Club at the Ampol Foodery in Eagleby on the Wednesday. I thought I'd throw that one in there because we don't have a show before the Wednesday.
There you go. Have you organised any wedding cars yet, Tyler?
I haven't.
No. Have you even thought about that?
I have. I've at an impasse because I have so many to choose from. I don't know what I wanted to go in.
Fair enough.
Because Paige is staying at the venue, we'll be the ones rocking up in the cars.
Yep. Okay. Well, she can go for a lap out and back.
Yeah, she could.
Well, don't know. You could go for hot rods, or you could we could just put you on the back of the ramp truck.
You could get hot rods. I could get. You can probably get GTRs. I could probably get some loud rotaries if I wanted some loud rotaries.
Mm. Yeah, it's the options, mate. The options. You're gonna have to work on that.
Yeah.
So, Brad's always chopping down forests. I don't know if I probably am too. I just don't hear me. Troy did not want to be in anywhere in between us in the swags, right? So is that how it works?
What was that?
With Brad snoring, chopping down trees.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Me being between our swags. How's that work?
Yeah, it's I think Paige said she wants to set up a bit further away this time for road trip. There's definitely not a shortage of mean machines within reach.
The VT is available, says Nan. We need to do.
Did you get the upgrades like the one on one from Kenda?
The VT at Kenda, hey? How tough was that thing? Whose VT was that? I can't remember who that was now.
CV Automotive.
It was tough, eh?
It was.
Yeah, it sounded pretty amazing too. So.
I think it was CV Automotive or CV Performance. Ooh, the hiccups now.
Fine yellow 4-door. Says Brad. So we'll see. We'll see where that ends up. I don't know. We'll have to film some Instagram stories at least of that, Tyler. We did manage to get a couple of Insta stories and some actually stuff for our socials, which we normally forget.
Yeah.
At every event we ever go to, we forget about our social pages.
We do normally, yes.
But we did get a couple. It's probably because I couldn't pick up a camera and I could only pick up a phone. So it was the best that we got with that, but it worked.
Yeah.
So,
Dave has to do the updates.
We can do it. So we just got to work out now, Tyler, how to upgrade all the gear on the channel, how to buy a transporter.
Yep.
I think this is the plans we've come up with on tonight's show. Just recapping. We need to buy a complete transporter for the vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
We need to upgrade $100,000 worth of gear for the live stream. You need to get some good cars for the wedding and take everyone out, pay for everyone to come to your Bucks night. Is there any more outtakes that we got? Anything else from tonight's show that we need to recap? What have we missed out of that?
Legends, Mad Cow Mark and James and Steve and Mad Kiwi and everyone who just showed up and dropped a message in the chat or hung out and just listened, watched.
Watching in the background. Thank you for being there as well.
If you dropped a like, that's an awesome thing to do as well.
32 people dropped us a like. It was 36 watching, 32 did, so that's pretty awesome. That's a pretty good run. So, and then we just got to keep building this live stream, mate.
Yeah,
guys, don't forget to tell people about it. Share it out when it's on. Remember, Jambo's coming up, so we'll have Jambo. We're waiting to hear an update about Sydney Kenda. If that goes ahead, we'll wait to see. But there'll be more Kenda this year at Willowbank. We'll have more Jamboree this year as well, I believe, at Willowbank.
No worries,
we'll have road trip. Thanks, Brendan. We'll have road trip. We'll be bringing that live as well. And we'll have anything else that comes up. We'll have Overtaking Lane's own drag event as well.
Yep, Christmas Bash.
We're the Christmas Bash, December 10th. So our own our very own drag racing event. So you got to come to that one. You mightn't want to watch that live. You might want to actually be there for that. So so get out to Willow Bank. We're waiting for that. So but put that date in your calendar now, December 10. We will wait for Warwick to open up, and hopefully we'll have events at Warwick. We'll wait to hear where we're at. More rain there today, so unfortunately.
Gratitude says,
happening.
I'm thinking Brembo 6-piston red for the black SS with black 2017 HSV Redline mags. That sounds like the go.
Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah, I put Brembos on my SS, mate, so...
Mary says Adelaide road trip when?
Adelaide,
nice.
when can we do Adelaide?
We need to line it up with some events down there, yeah.
Yeah, work that out. We're only just sort of venturing out of Queensland at the moment with our first ever interstate live stream out of Sydney. So that'll be the first time we've live streamed from interstate.
Yep.
Yeah, we've got the up north, the road trip up north as well. We've got the live stream coming for that. So yeah, Mick he does look after us. So,
he does.
And actually, Mick, Tyler, we've got to put a phone call in still to Telstra because Mick's offered to sponsor a 4G repeater, basically.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, so
need to work out what to get.
To sponsor that for us. So we got to do that so we can make sure that we've got nice strong signal everywhere we go. So he said work it out and he'll pay for it and they'll sponsor it for us.
Yep,
so,
sweet as.
So thank you to
thank
Road
you,
Trip and Addictive Events. Mick, always looking after us. Gave us a trailer to use to go to Rocky Nuts. Yeah, so as well. So,
Gratitudes, cheers. I like your Brembos. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, well, they're great. We got the turbo 400 gearbox in there with no engine braking and stuff, and they certainly have no issue to pull up. We'd love to come to Heathcote, Steve. We'd love to come down there with Lance is doing some awesome stuff with that track.
Absolutely.
And we'd love to meet Lance and do something at Heathcote. I think the reception is poor at Heathcote, so from what I hear, and so we'll definitely need that signal booster repeater that we're talking about. So we'd have to get that down there as well. So,
Mary says I'll drive there in December if I can. Bit of a distance, just a little bit from Adelaide.
Oh, we'd love it. Yeah, it's a long way. It's a big trip, but it'll be a great event.
The more the merrier. There'll be a fair bit going on there.
There'll be camping and stuff as well. So it'll be a one-day event, but there'll be camping afterwards. So you can stay there, and we'll be there. We'll camp. We'll hang out with everyone. So. And yeah, just kick back and chat that evening, and we'll have prizes. It'll be a big show and shine as well. So we've got to work out all the categories for that show and shine, get some trophy sponsors and bits and pieces for all of that, and the sponsors for the categories in drag racing for the day. But it'll be a lot of fun. Just just a pretty laid back bit of fun.
Absolutely.
So, thanks, Jace. Thank you. So Nan, enjoy the Broncos. Hopefully they win for you. Fifth West Sprints on again in August, not September this year. August, end of August. There you go. Thanks, Johnny.
There you go.
All right, Scotty, Sister Bluebird,
James Bayless,
James, Rob,
Johnny Skid Pig, Rob,
Mark, Gary,
Steve,
thank you
Mary,
guys.
Gratitude, Bad Q Garage, Brad, Trev, anyone who's hung out to the end. Thank you for hanging out, and yeah, that's pretty much it. We will see you in the next one.
Stay in the right lane at Overtaking Lane.